Hello everybody, this is Thannus here, and today we are back in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. In the last episode, we completed a quest that required us to venture into a maze. We also helped a few Gerudo out with a few of the tasks they needed help with, and then we got a few shrines in Koroks. In this episode, we're not actually going to do more of that. Instead, I decided that today we're going to be going over the Amiibo and DLC items that you can get in the game. Now, there is quite a few items you can get via DLC and Amiibo in this game. And one point, Amiibo items do not spawn guaranteed. You are always going to get a different item every time, and it's not always guaranteed to be an item unique to that Amiibo. I will be saying what items you can get from each Amiibo, however, I cannot really showcase them properly, as it would take days to get all of them. So with that, I would like to start things off with one that I am actually surprised I have not already covered. So I'm going to be heading to the Great Plateau. See you guys there. Alright, so the first Amiibo we're going to spawn here is actually one you might be familiar with if you've played another Zelda game. A lot of the items that are given by Amiibo are items from other Zelda games. However, this one is a bit different in that it's not exactly an item. So, I'm going to go ahead and grab this Amiibo right here, and it'll spawn something in. There it is. So, those of you who have played The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess might recognize this. This is Link's wolf form from that same game. Now, Wolf Link is basically an NPC companion that will follow you around and help you out. And he doesn't despawn unless you die, I believe. So he'll just stick around and help you out. He actually despawns if he loses all of his health. However, as you can see, his health is relatively high. Now, you might be wondering, if you have the Wolf Link Amiibo, why yours might be at a lower health or might be at only 3 hearts. Now, the way you raise his health is not actually via Breath of the Wild itself. In The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD, the HD version of the Twilight Princess game released for the Wii U, there's actually a small micro section of the game called the Cave of Trials, I believe it's called, where you will have to play through the entire cave as Wolf Link. At the end of your run, you can scan the Wolf Link Amiibo to save the number of hearts you had at the end of your run through the Cave of Trials. And that will result in the number of hearts Wolf Link has here in Breath of the Wild. Now, I didn't bring out Wolf Link before now, and I'm probably not going to have him out consistently for the rest of the series, just because I felt like it was necessary to play the game in a vanilla manner. Wolf Link is an Amiibo readily available to most people, however, I feel like Wolf Link kind of breaks the game and makes things too easy. And not everybody's going to have the Wolf Link Amiibo, so I didn't want to demonstrate him other than just here in this episode. Which is why I'm doing this now. Now, like I stated, Wolf Link will actually go ahead and despawn if he loses all of his health. And right now, he's actually guiding me to something on my Sheikah sensor. That is another one of his abilities. He will actively search for something that your Sheikah sensor is detecting. And I believe it is right around here, maybe. That'd be a negatory, I believe. Either way, we're going to have Wolf Link follow us down here again. And another thing you can do with him, if he will come down here, if we go ahead and lock onto him, we can tell him to stay, and he will not follow us. He'll just sit there. And then if we go ahead and speak to him again, we can tell him to come. And then, if we pull out some meat, we're going to pull out 1 raw prime meat and then drop it. I believe Wolf Link will go to eat it, although he seems to be a bit distracted by whatever's on the Sheikah sensor right now, which I would prefer he not be. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and disable the Sheikah sensor for now. Yo, come here. So now I'm going to try giving him the prime meat. And I believe he eats it. Well, perhaps not. Never mind, Wolf Link does not operate like a normal dog in the game does. Now, one thing that I find odd about Wolf Link, you're able to give him commands and he walks around and acts like a wolf, like you would expect a wolf to. He acts more like a wolf than Link, despite the fact that he is canonically Link, and he is canonically a human being trapped inside of a wolf's body. Now, of course, one could argue that Wolf Link appearing in Breath of the Wild is not canon, and I'm going to say, yeah, it probably is not canon. So I don't think they cared much about that aspect of it. However, it's still odd to me that he acts more like a wolf than he does Link, even though he is technically an earlier incarnation of the Link you play as in this game. I just find it odd. That's about everything we have to cover Wolf Link with, so I'll be covering one of the next things. I will be seeing you guys at the first DLC chest. Now, our first item is here in the Colosseum Ruins, just north of the ruins, or of the, not the ruins, the Great Plateau, and it should be up here in this corner of them. So if we look around up here, we should be able to find an EX chest, which is basically the kind of chest that DLC items are usually in. And we just dropped our Frost Spear, so I want to avoid getting killed by this guy. However, I also want to avoid being aggroed by the Lionel down below us. Alright. We've gone ahead and got rid of him. If we head down here, we have another Lizalfos here now. And that's also where our Frost Spear appears to have dropped. He has a Frost Sword as well. Alright, he's dead. Now, I'm not 100% sure where the chest is. I'm going to go ahead and turn our Sheikah sensor on so that way it can maybe detect it. I'm going to take our Frost Spear back. And I think it might be somewhat lower down here. But I'm not 100% certain. It should be somewhere up in this area, so I'm going to actually head a bit around to see if I can find anything this way. If we look just down here, we don't really see the chest, nor do we see anything else we would really want. So I'm actually not 100% sure where here it is. I just know it is here somewhere. If we look around long enough, perhaps using magnesis as well, we will see the chest, because it is an EX chest, which means it has to be metal. So we might see it using magnesis. But I'm not sure. I'm going to go ahead and climb up here, and I'll just see you guys when I find it. I believe I found it. This is it right here. No, it's not. This is just a random chest, but I'm still going to take this anyway. Okay, 5 bomb arrows. That's what we got here. So if we head all the way down into these ruins, trying our best to avoid the Silver Lionel, this chest right here bears itself. And we can go ahead and grab it, hopefully not getting noticed by the Lionel. And this is the Phantom Helmet. Once we find the full set, I'll go ahead and reveal what that is actually a part of. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and see you at the next piece of the Phantom set. Our next DLC chest is actually right around here, where we found the memory for the ceremony of Link's knighthood. Now, if we head in here and look behind the trees, actually not even just behind the trees, under this bridge, oh, there it is. This is the second piece of armor in the Phantom set. So if we go ahead and pop this chest open, we get the Phantom armor. And I will see you guys at the final piece of the Phantom armor set, after I get rid of this Yiga. So our next piece of armor is right over here, but we're also dealing with a Guardian problem right now. So, shoot. Oh, no. Can I cheese it? No, I can't. Okay. Thanks, Mifa. Ha. Okay, so anyway, the chest we're looking for is not this one up top, but we're going to go ahead and grab this one anyway, because why not? And then, we're going to go ahead and use our magnesis to search for the chest we actually want. So if we... Uh-huh. Right. Okay. Ignoring this guardian that appears to be stuck right now, we want to look for the chest somewhere out here in this batch of ruins. We are currently in the Hyrule Garrison ruins. And it appears our chest might be this one right here. We go ahead and pull this one out. Come on. There we go. Yes, this is an EX chest. This is the final chest of this set. These are the Phantom Greaves. Now, if we go ahead and pop into our inventory and auto-sort that so it's all in order, and then equip all three of them, the Phantom set is the armor that Zelda wears on the cover of The Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks. This is also the specific armor of a phantom that she possesses first in the Tower of Spirits, as well as a few other times in the game. Those of you who play Smash Bros. Will also recognize this armor as part of Zelda's moveset. So, as you can see, there's a running theme of the DLC where the armor is references to older Zelda games. Like I said, this one is a reference to Zelda's phantom form in The Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks. Phantoms also appear in The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass, however, Zelda does not possess them in that game. Alright, I'll see you guys for the next set now. Real quick, I accidentally found a Korok here. I'm going to go ahead and actually mark this one on my map because I don't want to mess up the flow of how I have things working here. So we'll just collect it at a later time. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and head down towards this bridge here. And we're actually heading to a place I'm not actually 100% sure if we've been to before in this LP. So I'm not going to say anything just in case we haven't been to it, but in case we have, you might know where we're going. So, if we just follow this path all the way down, we will eventually reach what appears to be a closed fairy shrine. And since it's closed, that means we have not been here before. Before we go ahead and mess with it, we are going to go ahead and head behind the giant bud and pull out a chest. This right here is part of an ancient armor set for the horse. If we go ahead and open this up, we receive the ancient saddle. It's a Sheikah-themed saddle for your horse. There is also an ancient bridle, which we will find in a moment. However, first, I'd like to go ahead and check this out. Boy, sweet boy, please listen to my story. I am Malanya. Have you ever felt the pain of losing a horse companion? If my power is returned to me, I may be able to help you out in some way. So please, I beg of you, help me regain the power I've lost. All I need is 1,000 rupees. When my power has been restored, I should be able to be of use to you who loves horses so. Now, you have rupees for me, right? Hand them over, quickly. In order for me to regain my power, I need 1,000 rupees. Thank you. You are too kind. I am revived. Oh, at last. Free of that tiny bud after so long. If my arms were corporeal, they'd have been tramped for sure. And you're the one who set me free, are you not? My name is Malanya. I am the god who watches over the horses of this world. I suppose you deserve a reward for setting me free. What shall I do? Shall I make you my meal? Haha, I only jest. If a horse you love passes away from some sort of tragic, fatal accident, it is within my power to revive that horse. However, if I detect vile intent behind the death of your horse, you will suffer my wrath. I only jest. Let me see. I see you're good with horses. All seems to be well. The friendship you have established with a horse really is extraordinary. Remember that such a friendship is a two-way road. Horses care for you as much as you do for them. Melania, despite looking like he lives in a great fairy fountain, is actually a horse god that is capable of reviving horses that are killed. Now, it is implied that he will do something bad to you if you are responsible for the death of your horse. I don't know if this is true. I also don't know how reviving horses works. This is because I've literally never had a horse die in Breath of the Wild. They have a ridiculous amount of health. An amount that I'm not really willing to test right now. Anyway, with that, we're going to go ahead and head to the Ancient Horse Bridle now. I will see you guys there. So, our next chest, which is the Ancient Greaves, or not Greaves, Bridle, is right over here under this tree in Satori Mountain. Now, if we head over here and pull the chest out, we will find exactly what we were looking for. Behold, the Ancient Bridle. Now, while we're here, there's something we can do here at the Satori Mountain later. I'm not going to do it right now, because I don't want to, and I think it's going to break up what we're doing right now. I think it's better suited for a different time, especially since it's also technically part of a side quest. Now, while we are here, though, Satori Mountain is believed to, in part, be named partly after Satoru Iwata. Satoru Iwata was the president of Nintendo of America, or not Nintendo of America, he was the CEO of Nintendo until 2014. I don't remember exactly when he was employed. Satoru Iwata was one of the most respected members of the company, and he had been responsible for many of the successes and, admittedly, some of the failures during the Wii U era and the Wii era. He also had a major role in the Switch's development, as well as input on many games that were successes during Nintendo's history. Satoru Iwata was no longer president in 2014 because he had sadly passed away from cancer. At least I believe it was cancer. I don't recall exactly. And many believe that Satori Mountain is named in respect to Satoru Iwata. I personally have quite a lot of respect for the late Iwata, because he is known to have cut his salary instead of the salary of his employees when the Wii U was beginning to be a commercial failure. He decided it was best to fail or punish himself for that failure than the employees who could not afford to have their salaries cut. And I think he had the right idea. I honestly wish there were more employers like that who took responsibility for their own mistakes. Now, off of that sullen moment, off of the touching, perhaps, reference to Iwata, we are now going to move on to the next set of items that we can get from DLC. So I will see you guys there. So, both of the items we're looking for are in Hyrule Castle. And both of these items are part of a set we actually started getting a part of quite some time ago. I'm not actually sure exactly how long ago it was that we got this item. We are looking for the remaining items in... Oh, a bit too far. The Royal Guard set. Now, we found the first item somewhere here in Hyrule Castle. Where we're now heading is towards the entrance of Hyrule Castle right there, where we're going to find the next item in the set. So I'll see you guys when we get there. Just blew up a rock and found a chest right here. It's not the one we're looking for, but I might as well get it. Oh, a gold rupee. Very nice. Alright, moving on. There's actually another chest in the water right here. I'm going to go ahead and get this one out. Oh, shoot. That wasn't good. Trying again. I'm putting it right there. This Guardian is going to try to shoot us, so we're going to have to be quick. We got a Sapphire from that chest. Alright. Alright, see you guys when we reach where we're trying to. I have been spotted by a Flying Guardian, which is not good. If I can dodge both, okay. God almighty, okay. Let me up, let me up, let me up! Oh my god, no. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. No. I want to be free of this pain. God almighty, they can both see me. No. Oh no, this was bad. This is very bad. Okay, I managed to escape that blast. Not that one, though. I think it did lose sight of me. I'm going to use this fire to my advantage and boost up. Now that the flying one lost sight of me and this one is dormant again for some reason, I'm going to continue up this path, which is where we're trying to go. Oh, it died somehow. Not sure how that happened, but it happened, so I'm happy. So now we're going to head into this little chamber right here. Somewhere in here we're going to find a Lizalfos, and behind that Lizalfos will be a chest that we're looking for. That's the wrong rune. Let's go ahead and use Cryonis to open this gate. And I believe it's somewhere in here. I'm not quite sure exactly where. Okay, we got some Magnesis. I hear Lizalfos. Not sure if that's the one we're looking for, though. Because we're in Hyrule Castle, our our Master Sword is a bit higher powered than usual. Now, I believe we need to head down into here. And then... yes, this looks like the area we're looking for. So we go ahead and pull out Magnesis. Right up there is the chest we're looking for. So what we're going to do, we're going to fly right down here. I don't think we can kill these Silver Lizalfos very quickly. Let's go ahead and use Urbosa's Fury. That didn't kill either of them, but we can get this one killed very quickly. I think that's my first time I've killed a Silver Lizalfos. Then let's head over here to this Lizalfos as well. And get rid of him. Alright, that's 2 down. I don't think we need to worry about the third. I might kill it just so that way we can get the resources. However, for now, we're going to head right up here to these platforms. And preferably not stand on the active torch. And our chest is right up here. These are the Royal Guard boots. Alright. Now, if we head down here, I'm going to go ahead and... oh, this is a Silver Moblin, not a Silver Lizalfos. Well, I can still get rid of it nonetheless. Come on. Almost there. He's almost down. There we go. Ooh, he's dropped a new weapon, too. Let's go ahead and drop... let's see, we can drop this. We don't need that. Let's go ahead and pick up the Royal Guard's Claymore. That's one of the better weapons in the game, actually, so I'm glad I grabbed that. Alright. Now, I will see you guys at the final item in this set. Real briefly, I just blew a hole in this wall here, and I'm going to go ahead and open this chest. Ancient arrows, wow, okay. I will gladly take those. Alright, moving on. Found another chest right here, let's go ahead and open this one. More ancient arrows, wow. They are being very generous today. Speaking of ancient arrows, let's go ahead and use one on this Guardian. Just right there. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Let's pick up the rewards. And now, we're actually going to head to the Sanctum, but I need to be clear. When you reach the Sanctum, do not go inside the main part of the Sanctum. Otherwise, you will activate the final boss of the game, and we don't want to do that yet. So instead, we're going to be falling up or going up to the upper balcony of the sanctum, where we will not activate the boss of the game. Like the final boss, I mean. Alright. We've just reached the outside of the sanctum. We're going to go ahead and fly up here towards this upper area, because we do not want to go inside yet. Now, if we head in here, this is the upper balcony that we're in right now. Oh, wait, no, it is not. I'm looking around. Oh, this is where we want to go, yes. Okay. So I'm going to avoid this just in case this triggers it, but do not go to the floor below this of the sanctum. Otherwise, you will trigger the final boss, and we do not want to do that. Instead, we're going to loop around here and open this chest up. This is the Royal Guard cap. Now, if we go ahead and head to our inventory and equip that, as well as sort it correctly, then equip the other items in the Royal Guard items, that full set will give us charge attack stamina up and complete the side quest EX Royal Guard Rumors. Now, the Royal Guard set, unlike the other sets of armor in the DLC or Amiibo, is not a reference to another Zelda game. This is a piece of armor and a piece of equipment completely unique to this Zelda game. But I think it looks very nice. It looks very regal and formal. I quite like it. So with that, time to go and find the next DLC armor set. Or piece, one of the two. See you guys there. Real quick, I found this right here. I'm going to go ahead and detonate it. And it's another chest. Let's go ahead and open it up. Bomb arrows. Alright, I can take those. Real quick, I'm actually trying to find a shrine that I know is below here. So I can go ahead and get a teleport point set up for this castle, because we are going to be returning here a few times before we do fight the final boss. And I want to just have it ready before then. Let's get rid of you. Alright, thank you very much. Let's go ahead and take this Great Flame Blade as well. What can we replace with it? Or get it replaced? Oh, why do I have this? I don't need that. Go ahead and take the Great Flame Blade over the Boko Club. Wow. Alright, the shrine should be somewhere in here. If I go ahead and head this way. Ignoring the keys. Still ignoring the keys. Further ignoring the keys as they're actually trying to attack me, instead of just follow me. I believe the shrine is supposed to be right here, so I'm actually a bit confuzzled at the moment. Oh, I don't know if this is a shrine quest or not, but it does not matter. I'm only counting the shrines for our video progress. So we're going to go ahead and make this shrine rise up, and then we're going to go ahead and register it to our map so we can teleport to the castle in the future. Just so that things are a bit more convenient. Alright, that's all good. Let's head right on over here now and register it to our map. Alright, now I will see you guys at the next DLC item. Under this here in the Daya Village Ruins, or Daya Village Ruins, I found this chest right here. It's an opal. It's not what we're looking for. However, what we are looking for is in this area, so I'm going to go ahead and get the Magnesis rune out. And if we head right around over here, in this direction, we should find a Magnesis chest, or metal chest. We can use Magnesis on it, though. Where our next DLC item is. At least I thought so. Okay. Well, while we worry about that, let's go ahead and do the same thing to this that we did to the last one. Alright, got rid of both those keys and managed to use stasis on that bad boy. And we got another normal chest. Let's see what's in here. A purple rupee. Alright, I can take that. Now, I believe we might need to go over here instead of where I believe we needed to go. Not 100% sure. Where, pray tell, is it? No, not quite here. However, we can still move these out of the way as well. Let's do that. Alright. Please move out of the way. That works, I guess. Unless I move that in the way. And we can get this chest right here. What is in here? Let's find out. 10 arrows. Okay, I can take those. So this is actually what we're looking for. This is a hint regarding the location of the item. I hid the 6 priceless relics I stole from Hyrule Castle in treasure chests. I shall write down their locations. The traveling merchant's hood is in the right hand of the dragon that consumes the spring of courage at Dracozu Lake. The blue garb of the hero who controlled the wind and traveled the ocean is where the Minot River was born. The helm of the self-proclaimed King of Shadows in the swamp of Valley of Dead Trees, south of the Dueling Peaks. The evil spirit's armor is hidden within Farron's Sea of Trees. Find these pieces at the highest of 3 waterfalls north of Lake Floria, at the bridge between the small waterfalls over Floria River, and at the Broken Stone Barra Forest. EX2 is all that's written on the last page. Alright, the one we're looking for right now is actually the Merchant Hood, so we're going to be heading right on over to the Sheikatha Shrine. Now heading out of the shrine, we actually want to go to the aforementioned hand of the dragon, which should be somewhere right around here. This is the mouth, the hand is somewhere up here. And we will find the chest right around it. Yep, there's the hand. The chest should be somewhere up here, and yes, I believe that's it right there. Let's go ahead and pull it out. And we will find the item we're looking for. Open up. Ravio's Hood. Ravio's Hood is another reference to a Zelda game, unlike the previous armor set we just got. This is a reference to the character of Ravio in The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. He is a merchant that comes to Link's house and literally takes it over, turning it into a rental shop. He eventually does let you buy his items, but at the start he only lets you rent. Real quick, let me go ahead and place a marker on this Korok, because I apparently did not get this one when I went through Farron the last time. And that's about all I can say about Ravio without spoiling A Link Between Worlds. I would rather say more about Ravio in an actual Let's Play of the game. Not that I'm planning a Link Between Worlds Let's Play right now. I'd like to do games in chronological order, and it'll be a while before we do a Link Between Worlds. Alright. With that, I'll see you guys at the next item. Our next DLC item is down here at Coral Lake. Actually, there's a Korok here that I need to mark real quick. I don't believe I already have this Korok, so I'm going to go ahead and mark it while we're here. And then, we go down here. And I want to land on this small little landmass here. So that way we don't perish in the water. And if we use Cryonis there, we see that there's a chest there. However, we can't quite reach it. We're going to go ahead and use Cryonis to get across. I said Cryonis the first time. I actually meant Magnesis, of course. And then, with one more Cryonis block, we should be able to reach it. The hint for this item was where the river is born. And this is a lake. This is Coral Lake, and it's where the Minnow River is born. So we're going to go ahead and open this chest up. And we get the Island Lobster Shirt. The Island Lobster Shirt is yet another item from another game. This is a reference to The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. This is the shirt that Link in that game wears at the very beginning of the game when he's first on Outset Island. It's not with him for most of the game, however you can wear it in hero mode of the game, but otherwise it is only there very briefly. It's a nice reference. So now I will see you guys at the next one. Now we're currently here heading down this way to Tobias Hollow. We've actually been here before, however, there was an item here that we missed that we did not get before, and that is what we're going here to get right now. So I will see you guys at Tobias Hollow in a minute. Alright, our next item is here in the Mud Lake of Tobias Grotto, or whatever it's called. We go ahead and pop the chest out and open it up. We receive Zance Helmet. Now, Zant is another character from The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. He is one of the chief antagonists of the game, and this is his helmet. This is what it looks like. In Twilight Princess, the mouth portion actually closes up to cover his mouth. However, in this game, it does not do that. With that, I will see you guys at the next item. We have just landed here in Farron Woods near the Sargon Woods and the Sargon Bridge to actually locate an item that is directly under the Sargon Bridge. We're going to land on this little piece of rubble here and pull this chest out of the water. We can go ahead and pull it close to us. We will get our first item in a set of armor, actually. So if we open this up, we get the Phantom Ganon armor. Alright, time to go to the next piece of the set. Our next chest is down here at the bottom of Korto Lake, or the waterfall just below Korto Lake. We go ahead and pull this chest out. We find ourselves with Phantom Ganon's skull. Alright, see you guys at the final piece of this armor set. The third and final piece of the Phantom Ganon set is down here at a bar of forest at the very corner of it. We go ahead and pull this chest out. We find ourselves with the Phantom Ganon Greaves. Now if we go ahead and head into our inventory and put it all on, we find ourselves with the visage of Phantom Ganon. Phantom Ganon was a boss in The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Specifically the boss of the Farron Woods, or no, the Forest Temple. Now, if you take the helmet off, you get Link wearing Ganon's outfit in the game in general. But with the skull, it is Phantom Ganon himself. Now, Phantom Ganon is also the name of an enemy in The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker. However, he does not look like that. Phantom Ganon in that game looks more like the phantoms in Spirit Tracks and Phantom Hourglass. However, that is not what he looks like in Ocarina of Time, and that is not what inspired this armor. The perk that the Phantom Ganon armor gives you is Stealth Up, and when you have the set bonus, it gives you Disguise Bone Attack Up. For our next DLC item, we actually want to head into Korok Forest and follow the torches until we reach the final 2 torches, at which point I will demonstrate what to do. See you guys then. Now that we've reached these final 2 torches, we actually want to go ahead and follow the direction that their ashes are pointing, which is directly that away. So if we go ahead and follow that, we will actually be fine. We won't actually get lost in these woods. Now, you have to follow this in a straight path, otherwise you will not find what you're looking for. Eventually, we're going to reach one of these has a chest in it, which is what I'm looking for. This one has a chest in it, but it's not the one I'm looking for. What is this, though? An opal. Okay, I'll take that. Anyway, continuing in this direction, we do eventually find, I believe it's over here, in this tree. Am I deceived? Am I incorrect? Oh, I got lost. Shoot. Well, gonna have to try that again. Here it is. This is right here on the map. You cannot go there straight from here. You have to go to the torches. And then when we open this up, we will receive the Korok Mask. The Korok Mask is the same complexion as a lot of the Koroks in this game, yes. However, it also has the complexion of Makar, a character from The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker, not counting the little fan on top of it. An interesting thing about the Korok Mask, like it says in the description, it shakes when there's a Korok nearby. This actually makes finding Koroks a lot easier. I didn't find it until now, and I'm not going to use it because I don't want to... Well, I don't really have much of a reason to, since I have the locations of all the Koroks down in my notes anyway. With that, I will go ahead and see you at the next treasure. Now, if we head to this little island in the Colomo Garrison Ruins, we'll actually be out on the look for one of the chests here in this area. If we can go ahead and find it, That might be it right there. I don't believe it is, though, because that looks white, not black. And the black chests are the DLC ones. Go ahead and pull this up. One moment. Now that we have it pulled up, we can go ahead and open the chest here. And we get Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask, for those of you who are probably aware, is the eponymous mask of the Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. It is a very, very important mask of that game, and it is brandished by Skull Kid in that game. It also has some much larger role in the story, obviously, since the game is named after it. And in this game, it makes it to where enemies cannot see you, or harder for certain enemies to see you. It's a very, very, very intimidating mask, honestly. It might look stupid in certain cases, but honestly, I think Majora's Mask looks very, very nice for what it wants to get across, basically. Alright, so I will see you guys at the next item. Now, if we head down to these ruins right here, there is a Korok here, so I'm actually going to mark these ruins real quick for later reference. However, that's not what we're looking for. This chest right here is out in the open, and that's not the chest we're looking for, but we're going to go ahead and grab it anyway. I thought it was, but it turns out it was a normal chest. I just saw it from the wrong angle. I can take that. Royal Claymore. That is very worth it. I need to get rid of something else, though, and that will be my Frost Spear. It's almost dead anyway. Sorry, Frost Spear. Anyway, what we're looking for in this area is yet another EX chest, of course. That's what this entire episode's been about, anyway. So we go ahead and head over here and open this chest up from the ground. Then we open it up right here. We will receive Tingl's Hood. Tingle. I'm going to have to get into that a bit more when we have the full set. I'll see you guys in the next piece. Now, here at the Castletown prison, which I apparently discovered for the first time, by the way, this is right across the way from Hyrule Castle to the west. We're going to go ahead and pull this chest up and receive Tinglys Shirt. And the fact that you find this in Castletown prison is actually a reference to The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. When you find Tingle in the Wind Waker, he is in a prison in Outset Island. And that's kind of neat how they reference that here. I'm going to put a stamp here because we're going to need to revisit this. We actually don't have a rusty shield with which to complete that anyway, so it'd be a lost cause to try it right now anyway. Alright, see you guys at the final piece of the Tingle set. Our final stop is here in the Mob Village ruins. Once again, follow-up of the Link's Awakening LP, where I struggled to pronounce the name of the village because I wasn't completely sure. Anyway, in the MABE ruins, we are going to find another chest in the Tingle series. That's not it right there, but I'm going to open it up anyway. And this is the final piece of the whatever, that series. So, if we look around enough, we will find it eventually. I'm not quite sure. Oh, it's under this Guardian, it appears. Let's go ahead and pull this up. It's going to boost the Guardian up, surprisingly. We're going to open this chest up, and we get Tingl's Tights. Now, Tingl's Tights are the final piece of that armor set. So let's go ahead and head over to our armor. Let's go ahead and sort this properly, and equip all of Tingl's armor. Now, Tingle is a recurring character in the Legend of Zelda series. He's actually in a few of the games. The first game he ever appeared in was The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, in which he sold maps to you at various points of the game. The second game he appeared in were The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons and Ages, where he appeared as an NPC. I actually have not played Oracles of Seasons and Ages, so I'm not 100% familiar with his role in those games. Finally, he appears in The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker, where he gives you a few fillings for your treasure charts in that game, and is involved in one of the smaller side quests of the game as well. Another thing is, even though it's technically not Tingle, a reference to Tingle does appear in The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, through the character that runs the hookshot minigame in Hyrule Castletown. I don't remember that character's name off the top of my head, but I do know, judging by his appearance alone, that he is a reference to Tingle. Alright, and with all of that out of the way, time to see the next item in our efforts today. Our next item is here in this little area. Once we go down, we'll probably find out what it's named. This area is called the Sage Temple Ruins. If we look around here, we're going to find our next DLC item, which I believe might be this right here. But no, this is a Rusty Shield, although we do need this for that Korok later, so I'm going to take that now while we have it here. Alright, I'm going to see you guys once we find the DLC item we're looking for. Alright, looks like I found it right here. Let's go ahead and pull this up out of the water. And if we open it up, we will find Midna's Helmet. Midna's Helmet is an item referencing part of the fused shadow that Midna wears in The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Midna is the companion character of that game, and actually is around during the vast majority of the game. The fused shadow itself is a lore item, so I can't say much about it. However, just know that this is part of it. With all of the DLC items through now, we're going to go over some of the items you can get from the Amiibo in this game. Now, the Amiibo, like I said earlier, are rather limited in when you can collect the items. Some of the Amiibo just give you normal items, while the other Amiibo might give you certain outfits or weapons. So let's go over them now. The Ganondorf Amiibo will give you the sword that he's killed by, or almost killed by with the sages in The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. This is the Ganondorf Amiibo from Super Smash Bros. The Toon Link Amiibo, specifically the Smash Bros. Toon Link Amiibo, or the Toon Link from Wind Waker, will give you his outfit from Wind Waker, as well as the boomerang, the fairy boomerang from The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker. The Sheik outfit will give you a hood that represents Sheik herself. The Smash Bros. Link Amiibo, as well as the Twilight Princess Link Amiibo, will give you Link's Twilight Princess outfit, as well as Epona as a rideable horse. The Zelda Amiibo from Super Smash Bros. Will give you the Light Bow from The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. The Ocarina of Time Link Amiibo will give you both the Ocarina of Time Link outfit as well as Bigoron's sword. The Majora's Mask Link Amiibo will give you the Fierce Deity outfit as well as the Fierce Deity's sword. The Toon Zelda outfit will give you the Toon Link shield from The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker. The Skyward Sword Link Amiibo will give you both the Goddess Sword as well as the Skyward Sword Link outfit. The 8-bit Link Amiibo will give you the original classic Link outfit as well as the classic sword from said game. And in terms of items that are not exclusive to Amiibo, you can receive a bow from the Breath of the Wild Link Amiibo. You can receive a saddle and a sword from the Breath of the Wild Link on a Horse Amiibo. You can receive a shield from the Breath of the Wild Zelda Amiibo. You can receive a Dragon Bone Boku Club and a Dragon Bone Club of another type, I believe, from the Moblin Amiibo, or Bokoblin Amiibo, sorry, and you can receive either an Ancient Core, some Ancient Parts, or an Ancient Arrow from the Guardian Amiibo. That about sums up all of the Amiibo, and that sums up everything in terms of side content that is not required or quest-related in this game. And with that, I will see you guys next time when we're going to get back to normal. Bye-bye.